So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So things are underway.
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He has a chance! Oh, it's come loose. Crosses it in here. And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So, a breakthrough already. Adriano. That has been slung wide. Rijkaard. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Van Nistelrooy. Rijkaard. And Danny Olmo. And it's O'Shea. Nuno Mendes. Platini did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Vieira gets a foot in here. Cruyff. Zanetti. Rijkaard. To Musiala. He's looking wide. It's Rashford! It's loose now and they want to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Backward it goes. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Deco plays it short. It's a good-looking... He's rising! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's just beyond his reach. Hops for safety. Played back to the goalkeeper.
Kuching City are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nuno Mendes. Arsenal are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he's managed to get free. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, strongly challenged there. Thinks one through. Zanetti cuts it out. Saliba. Approaching the half-hour mark. Rashford. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pele. Musiala. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Rijkaard, looking tidy in possession here. Cross goes in there. Cannavaro with the clearance. Pele. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Dani Olmo. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Musiala. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, nicely intercepted. Cruyff. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just...
Oh, what a mistake! He's picked his way through. Musiala. Half-time getting close now. Dani Olmo powering forward here. Musiala looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dani Olmo. Nicely weighted ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Arsenal have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. Kuching City have the chance to go the other way.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Kuching City go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're underway for the second half.
Kuching City can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Van Nistelrooy.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, no joy this time. Saliba. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Deco. Platini producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Dani Olmo. And it's Deco. Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Arsenal have their third corner. Deco with the short one. And here's Deco, played in with purpose. So their fourth corner of the game. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. O'Shea. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
The attendance for this
Rashford.
match was 60,810.
Pele conjures time and space where few can. That's the keeper's ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
O'Shea spots it and intercepts. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff, this is promising.
Adriano!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 9, Danny Olmo.
Oh, good play! But he's left disappointed.
Rijkaard certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Coming on the field, number 23, Pep
O'Shea.
Guardiola. Number 6,
Kuching City do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
number 21,
Zanetti looking to receive it in space.
number 33, Calafiori. Substitution in
That is
progress.
expertly dealt with. Decent chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Puskas is offering a wry smile there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Messi goes short. Played out towards the right wing. And Messi! And the ball's come loose here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some good work on the right flank here. Cruyff.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kuching City very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Puskas. Shot a goal! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Puskas has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Shot could be on. Chance, surely! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And yes, it's him again. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Done delicately. Chance for a shot!
It's a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And there goes the final whistle.
Kuching City were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to...
He's having a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been played through. Pull it, crosses it in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Marcelo. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nedved looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Dembele, passing nice and neat. Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a good ball through. He is through here. The shot at goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rijkaard with the clearance. Belletti, little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Bale. And here's Dembele.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And Hullet! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Adriano! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Adriano actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Looking for the run. This is Dembele. Bale! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Zico. He's going to be disappointed with that. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Rijkaard. Now it's Gullit. Gullit. Zico. Now it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vieira. Marcelo spots it and intercepts. Dembele. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Bale. And it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some intricate passing, look. Bale! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Gullit. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's come to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Kuching City clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Just eases him off the ball. Nedved. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Cruyff. That's good play. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nedved. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, good take in a good area. That's going to go a long way. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
On our club's FM station.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 21.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Zico.
So neither side has yet broken through.
Number 13, Cantona. Number 6, Pep Guardiola.
Rijkaard.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That has ended up in no man's land. Kyle Walker. And it's Guardiola. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Platini. And it's Gullit. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Kyle Walker. Now he's got space here. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's there to clear it. And it's been taken short. Kuching City are looking to go forward now. Adriano picks it up out wide. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nedved looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Nedved. Guardiola. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And this is Bale. And that's a good ball. He's picked and Cruyff! And that's a good finish. How they've waited. Now it. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution. The attendance
Kuching
for this
City
match was
choosing to make the first change.
71,898.
So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's an imaginative pass. Platini is wide and looking to get onto this. Ferdinand. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
And he shoots! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Rijkaard. Kuching City, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rummenigge, he's got away. Lofted in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Kuching City really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Cantona. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Guardiola. Cantona. Now it's Bale.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marcelo wants to run onto this. Platini. And it's Gerrard. Can he get it through? Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pele. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's Michel Platini. Platini makes a move down the right. Now it's Pele.
Kuching City really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Tries to pass it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
That's
an errant pass.
has been indicated.
Rijkaard. He's a sharp little ball here. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Now it's Bale. Threads one in. Dink through. Shot could be on. Bale! It's bounced back off the post. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort at times. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
and
that.
welcome to
The
today's
stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Kuching City clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Raul. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. It's a good run down the right.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Platini. Looking to play him in. Pull it. Oh, that's a fine interception. Both sides exercising caution for now.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nuno Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out towards the flank. Now there's a fine ball. Shoots! Maldini gets it clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Kuching City yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Doué. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking for the run. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nuno Mendes. And it's Mendes. He can run onto that. Beraldo cuts out the pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Doué. Vitinha. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. This looks promising. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. That's put paid to the danger. He's got away. Oh, they can break here. Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
And that is high.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Vitinha. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nicely weighted ball, well-timed, excellent interception. Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Vitinha. Doué. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Could move up a gear here. Adriano tries to pass it through. Vitinha. And it's Isco. Now it's Raul. Diouf. And he's quick to return it. Well, that has not gone well. He's in a great position here. Real chance here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Passing nice and neat.
It's roll!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with the corner, there first. Oh, well played, well played.
Can he finish?
Cleared without hesitation. And it's Rijkaard. Nuno Mendes.
Madrid are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And he's managed to get rid. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's an imaginative pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Keeper's dealt with that. He'll try from distance. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
It is now time for our special
neither
moderator.
side has
Please
found a
grab
way
the tickets
through
you were
yet.
given when you were
It's
walking
not a
through the
bad
gates.
game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Away we go again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That looks a good ball through. Oh, good climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Kuching City certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Ambitious ball here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Raul. Vitinha.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Madrid have got it back, and he leaps for it! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when...
And the shot! And he hits the net! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Nicely aimed pass. Duke running with intent. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. 60 minutes played. Adriano. Doué.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Zanetti. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Doué. Nuno Mendes. Here's Vitinha. Big chance! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Raul really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
17,
Madrid
Platini.
are doing very
Number
nicely,
21,
thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off
Number
the shoulders, I
13,
think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Number 18.
He's beaten the last, but Pele!
Coming on the field, number 8.
Pele
Pickford.
clearly held on to it far too long there.
Pele.
Did he do enough to
Number
find
7,
someone? He looked as if he had
Ronaldinho.
his mind set on
Number
trying to do
4,
everything his
Vieira.
way.
Number 14, Xabi Alonso. Substitution.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Good ball over the top. Now he's running away. Now, can they get him away?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, super find. And he's got the beating of his man. That is great defending, so alert. In by Rijkaard. And the shot! And that's in! Back to within one! Interesting! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Can he get on the end of this? That looks a cracking ball. And he certainly shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude.
And again! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
That was a given. It always was.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Kuching City found the way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, I can wholeheartedly...
And that will be it. Kuching City have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Ribéry taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please use parking provided by the club.
So there we have it, Jim. A game... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that...
There could be trouble here. And that is going out for a goal kick. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stood up well to him there. In with the challenge. McAllister and Serginho. It's played through for him. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Serginho. Cafu. Serginho. McAllister. Cafu.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Cafu. All the way back. Alisson, the great organiser of defence. Throw it. Cruyff making good progress. Delivered low. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pele! Manchester United are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Marquinhos. And it's Marquinhos. Serginho. McAllister. Marquinhos. Oh no, this does not look good. Rijkaard. Looks to the other side. And it's Serginho. Cafu. That's a throw. Platini. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rummenigge. It's Cruyff. Searching pass he's played there. Piqué promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Cruyff touches it back. And it's Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Now it's Vieri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Dembele!
There
It's
will
a
be 1
searching
minute
pass.
added time.
Keeper's got good distance on that. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
We would like to inform you
So
that
very little to
CCTV
report.
is now in
Nothing
operation
indeed in
for your
terms of goals
safety.
scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then. So the first half brought no goals. Cafu. And back to the goalkeeper. Out of play for a throw. Maldini. And the return pass. Now it's Pele. He's in a good position here. Dembele. Nicely aimed pass. Kuching City have it back and can go again. Knocks it into space. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's let fly. Pass isn't the best.
Vieri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was...
Oh, that's ambitious. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. So it's going to be another corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. And he's managed to get rid. Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Substitution for Manchester United.
So
Number
changes afoot
13,
here, and from both
striker.
sides.
Number 25, Dembele. Number 10, De Bruyne. Coming on the field, number 2, Xabi
Cafu.
Alonso. Number 7, Shevchenko. Number 22,
A deeply
Kukucu.
frustrating game so
Substitutions
far.
taking
Certainly in
place.
terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Cafu. And it's with the keeper. Kuching City, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Cafu. And it's Kukçu. Aimed beyond the defence. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Akanji kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's intervened well there. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cafu. This is it then, now or never. And back to the keeper they go. And it's Serginho. Nice looking ball. Piqué makes the interception.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's a sharp pass. He's having a hit! And that is a routine catch.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Adriano! Goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
After 83 minutes is number 21, Adriano. Substitution for Manchester United, number 11.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Marquinhos.
So we have the first goal.
Coming on the field.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this long. This is very impressive.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's going to go a long way. That's been cut out, well played. Played out to the left flank. That is good alertness. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Serginho. Yaya Toure. To Maldini. They have held on just. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Adriano taking in the accolades, having been named man. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This
today's
is football
match.
at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Dembele. Shoots! It's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nicely shaped cross. Gerrard. Rummenigge. And it's Gerrard. Rijkaard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, well played, lovely. Gullit. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. That's good running with the ball. Can he get it through? Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Wan-Bissaka. It's a pretty loose pass. Vinicius, can he finish? Well taken goal. Tries to play it through. Kuching City, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, perfectly measured that. He is, takes a shot! Dispatched clinically. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Sabah are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sabah have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And here's Gullit. Can he get on the end of this?
Kuching City are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a throw. And it's Belletti. No, couldn't quite catch up to that. Tries to pass it through. Valverde is in a really good position out wide. Raul. Rummenigge. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Gerrard. Picked out Platini! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's very neat. And he's gone backward here. Now it's Olise. Just eases him off the ball. Rijkaard. Piqué. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Marcelo. Spread neatly. Raul. Rummenigge. Rummenigge going face-to-face with his great rival. Piqué cuts out the pass. And he can clear it away. Bruno Fernandes does really well there, he is strong. Bruno Fernandes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's in on goal.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And that's really well manoeuvred. He's found a way through. Raul.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. And he's definitely onside. Oh, well played. Wan-Bissaka. So, a temporary halt to the action. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Kuching City trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Substitution.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's gone for a throw-in. Rijkaard, foot in. Driving on and making good progress. That's a sharp pass. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Rijkaard. Opts for safety. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Rummenigge, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Quick look, here's a chance! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Looking to play him in. That's an imaginative pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
And they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Bullet being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So we have movement on
Bruno
both benches.
Fernandes. Coming on the field is number 4. Bellingham.
Look, they're prepared to be
Substitution in
quite
progress.
physical to contain any danger that might come their
He
way.
can run onto that. It's a promising position. Alonso.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Piqué is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Now it's Pelé, chips it through. Platini crosses it in, and that should get the job done.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nicely aimed pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cross into the box. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And that's another good win of the ball. Quality ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that was vital. And he can thump it away.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
No way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Great vision. That has ended up in no man's land. No luck with that dink over the top. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Well, Mokhtar Dahari was truly a trailblazer for Malaysian football, Jim. So, as a player, what did you consider his most potent weapon?
Peter, it's got to be his speed, which was unmatched. He has the raw pace to beat and outrun defences. That was the root of his success. His direct athleticism and the ability to get behind the tightest of defences, something he should do repeatedly here.
And he's picked it up out wide. Adriano, that is good alertness. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's fabulous. Diaz! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Piqué tries to clear. Kuching City are looking to go forward now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a...
It's got in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Alvarez! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a good finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your head...
Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Milan have their lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yamal. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cruyff. And it's Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Diaz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a good foray he's making. He's picked his way through. Stood up well to him there. Xavi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Alvarez. That has been slung wide. Vieira. It's Park Ji-sung. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a searching pass. Now that's well seen too. Kuching City are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! Incredible! Just incredible! There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Pele. Diaz is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Dahari. Diaz. Caught offside that time. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile fumare solo nelle apposite aree segnate sulla mappa. Grazie.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford...
And drive! They've got to be quick to recover this. Xavi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely, now then. Oh, what a ball! Yamal. Platini. Looking to play him in. Cruyff's cross. Getting up there! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Kuching City can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Adriano. Oh, well played. Yamal. Pedri. Triol. That's Park Ji-sung. Pedri.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Yamal. And he's gone searching crossfield. Now it's Diaz. Alvarez. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! That's a throw. Oh no, what has happened here? And that's another throw. Kuching City are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Diaz. He's found a way through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rijkaard. Adriano. Adriano powering forward here. And it's Michel Platini. Now Platini. Park Ji-sung. Over to the right flank. Floated through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's gone looking for safety. Yamal. Some good work on the right flank here. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Diaz. That's good play. Now it's Cruyff. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he get on the end of this? Great chance! And that's a tidy finish. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13. Numero 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Numero 30.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Cambio di giocatore.
That is a great pick out. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now it's Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that was vital. And that is well cleared. And it's Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. And he's managed to gift it back. Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Fermin going face-to-face with his great rival. And they've switched it over to the other side. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Alvarez. Knocks it into space. He's found space here. Good take. Batistuta! In he goes again! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Fermin. Alvarez. Fermin. Conte. Threads one in. Conte kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alvarez tries to play it through. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's it. Kuching City illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Signore e signori, vi
What
chiediamo
are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere.